Okay, we're recording. Welcome to our November team call. Anyone else feel like it's been a whirlwind? Feeling a little bit that way, like huff puff, trying to catch up, right? We just got home from Leaders Retreat and there's been a ton of stuff come out. So we thought that it would be better instead of waiting till like next week to pop on and talk about all the things at the beginning of November now so that we are kind of all on the same page. We can kind of share where our brain space is at and all the things. So we wanted to say congratulations because there were two challenges that ran in October and a lot of people from one team participated in those, and we are super proud of you guys. I led the Maui Challenge, the Make It to Maui Challenge. Phenomenal job, everyone. It was a lot of content, a lot of assignments, but I saw a lot of participation. So just wanted to give a shout out to all of you who participated in that and completed it. Everyone has till Sunday at midnight to finish up. So if you have some things to finish up, that's totally fine. We're doing the grand prize drawing. So excited about that. And yeah, you want to tell about the silver one?
Yes, we ran the Make Silver Simple challenge. Several of you are on that. A few of you stuck with it to the end, and I applaud you for doing that. It was good. We had a good time. We just went over basics. And really the basics that we went over were the same things that Megan shared at Leaders Retreat. It's the basics. It's the same message that we've been talking about for 3 years, and it's the same message we're going to continue to talk about. And we had a good time. It was fun. People won some cash drawings, and people added some of their first ambassadors. We had Shauna Finks. I don't know if you're on here tonight or not. She went silver last night, so we had someone apply the things that we learned and went silver, so that was exciting to be a part of. So it was good.
If you have someone that went silver in your team, put it in the chat thread because we want to celebrate that. Power of 3 is exciting. And I know someone on Melody's team went silver, and I'm sure there was others too. So feel free to type that in the chat thread so we can celebrate them. Okay, so I wanted to say the Maui Challenge and Silver Challenge were kind of the kickoff to the next or the last 90 days of 2018. And I know that we all always talk about this, but that 90-day rule really comes into play. And I think last year we had a really weird December, and I just wanted to say December is only weird if you make it weird, meaning if we don't plug in and do the things, then yes, it will be a slow month, but I don't think that has to be the projection, because I had some of my best Decembers in years past. So personally or team-wide, sometimes, those dynamics can be very different, but the next 90 days are very crucial. And so I'm encouraging us all to work hard and to not tap out or, just kind of coast to the end of. I'm having trouble talking because I can't see myself. He's on a different page here.
We're muting.
Oh, I don't think I have the volume on. Sorry, guys.
It's on.
No, I didn't have our volume on. That's why it's showing.
We could hear you, but there's a lot of feedback coming from somewhere.
Okay, here.
I think.
Here. If you just hit that and then mute all, it'll work.
We're good.
Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I had my volume completely off. I don't know what you all caught. Okay, anyways.
You were fine there.
I don't know what I was saying. Okay, the next 90 days are crucial. So anyways, my encouragement is to do the things and encourage your teams to do the things, even in the midst of busy seasons with Thanksgiving and Christmas and all those things. Okay. We wanted to say Leaders Retreat was outstanding. I know there was a lot of earners and attenders. So if you were an earner, give yourself a shout out in the comments, because we had, I think, 30 people, 29 people earn Leaders Retreat. And then we had about a third of everyone on the boat. There were different people that earned it late. Some had babies, all the things, but just want to say congratulations, guys. So fun. I'm going to call in someone.
Yeah. So, and if you didn't make it, you should have got a $500 payment by now, I think, which is pretty awesome in itself. So yeah, it was just awesome to have that many people qualify, and we had a great time on the boat. I flossed once. Is that right? Where's Jody? Where's Jody? One floss, like not a whole thing, but I did one. So that's about as wild as I get on the dance floor when I'm sober. So yeah, so that's all I got. There we go.
Okay. Did you want to call on someone?
Yeah, I want to. Let's see. Who can we talk to? There's Jody. Jody, what did you think of Leaders Retreat?
Well, let's see. I have my notes somewhere. I don't know. I loved it. Justin's a really good dancer. So that's the most important thing that I learned. Let's see. I'll just pick one thing. Woo! I liked what Jerry Abart had to say about building an effective and efficient social media presence. Mm-hmm. He said, one thing I really liked, he said to identify your audience and be real with them. Double down on who you are. So your brand is you. Don't try to be like all the people that you're following. Be yourself. I really liked that.
Awesome. Who else? Let's see.
Gretchen was there.
Gretchen, this is the first. Where is she at? I'm trying to. Okay, so Gretchen, this is the first Leaders Retreat you attended. Not the first one she's earned, but the first one she attended. So what did you think?
Arriving there the first day was overwhelming. It was so gorgeous, so over the top nice. The gifts they gave us, the way they treated us, it was incredible. It was like, I need to make a post, but how do you even put this into words? It was amazing. The training was really valuable, really helpful. And one little story that I told my team, I absolutely loved it. I love the culture of Plexus, how they communicate it. And during the midst of our training, at one point in time, they stopped. And all of the employees at the home office in Arizona, when they worked there for 5 years, they get to come on Leaders Retreat. And they brought them up on stage, and we all stood and clapped and cheered, and it was so fun to see their faces. And then Tarl stood up and he said, I'm telling the folks at the home office all the time, when they get their paychecks, that's not from Tarl and Alec, that's from you guys, the ambassadors who are out spreading the word, coaching people, helping them find the products that they need. You guys are the fuel that makes the car run. And then he turned to us and said, these guys at the home office, they are the engine. And it was so sweet to see how he praised each group to the other and pointed out to each group how we benefit each other, how we serve each other. And it was just like a little snapshot of the culture of Plexus that's top down, bottom up, the one Plexus helping each other, working together, mutually supporting each other, that I just absolutely love.
Awesome.
Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so everyone's going to have their own perspective, so you guys can chitter chat with the people. If you were there at Leaders Retreat, feel free to put in the chat thread your favorite thing or your favorite takeaway, something that really spoke to you. That way we'll all see. So I know that some new people, it's really interesting, like how contests pan out. Sometimes there's new people that go and earn all the prizes. Sometimes there's smaller teams that don't see themselves as earning a trip like that or earning a retreat like that. But then once it comes down to the wire and they're a week or two away from the end of the contest, they're like, whoa, actually I could earn it. And they end up pushing for it, right? So my encouragement, and we talked about this at the beginning of Leaders Retreat, but we have convention contests coming up, and it is slightly different contest, but still January 1, right? We start a new contest. My encouragement is to really plan plan for it, and really get yourself into productivity, meaning help people start the products, help people, coach people to, you know, find what's good for a good fit for them in light of their health and wellness goals.
Right. So, and for anybody who's new on here and they have not been through a contest, or maybe that you haven't been to convention yet or been here long enough to, maybe you weren't around last June. Every year we have an annual convention in June. It varies from place to place. We've had it in Las Vegas. Last year was in Orlando. 2019, we don't know where it's going to be yet. So that'll be announced at Super Saturday, I believe, which is coming up. And Megan will talk about that here in a minute. But so the convention contest, there is a contest, but anybody can go to the convention. Mm-hmm. It costs money to go to the convention. You pay your fee, whatever it is, to go to convention. But through the contest, you can earn, I don't know what all the prizes will be this year, but you can earn money. You can earn a shopping trip. You can earn your fee that you paid to go to convention. You can earn that money back. There's just several different things that you can do. So when we're talking about the convention contest, I just wanted to share that in case somebody may not know what in the world we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Right. So just keep those things in mind, because it is nice to have a contest to work for, because I think it gives us a little oomph to, you know, do a little bit more, to share a little bit harder, you know, that kind of thing.
There'll be probably 12-ish, 13-ish thousand people at convention. That's the size of the convention. Leaders Retreat, there's, you know, a few thousand. And then, you know, so that just gives you an idea of the size of the convention coming up.
Right. And so, yeah, I know there'll be a big percentage of people from one team that are at convention, and there'll be, you know, people from our team on stage earning prizes and that kind of thing. I just want to throw this out there. The people that set the goals and make the intention to decide and commit, those are the ones that are earning the prizes. So just want to throw that out there just to say, hey guys, be thinking about it. I know Justin talked with Lynn pretty much like every day of that contest, and she had her, last year she had her printout.
She had her
and
chart.
her check mark list. So, and I know different, Angie earned top prizes, and Jody had a big strategy. I know a lot of you had those things. So that's what it takes, guys. It takes that daily, like looking at the checklist to see what you need.
The interesting thing is I'm going to give Lynn a shout out here real quick. The chart, yes, she has the chart on the chat. So I was just talking to Lynn the other day, and when I get off the phone with Lynn, my kids usually say, "Is that your girlfriend again, Lynn?" I say, "Yeah, that's my girlfriend, Lynn." And anyway, she was showing me the other day, and she still uses a chart for her monthly goals from month to month now. I was just looking at it with her just 3 or 4 days ago. So we have to map this stuff out, chart this stuff out, and she does a really good job with that.
Yeah, and I feel like we're kind of all over the board with our topics tonight, but that's okay, because you're just getting our brain space. The High Performance Habits is a book that I've been reading, phenomenal. But guys, high performance people make goals like consistently, and then you reevaluate your goals and see where you're at. So for the month of November, if you have a Plexus planner or whatever planner you use, fill that out, that little chart that kind of says, what did I accomplish last month? What are my goals for this month? And then what are my action steps to achieve them? So that I really feel like is a hallmark of high performers, or people that you see hitting specific goals or hitting success markers or whatever, is because they're that intentional about reflecting on what was last month like. Okay, maybe we need to revamp for this month, right? And we remake the goals and do them, right? So anyways, I just wanted to say, make sure you make your goals. And also, this is what leaders do. Leaders don't just make the goals, but they ask their teammates, hey, what are your goals? Screenshot those and send them to me. Or maybe throw out an incentive. You know, I've done different things in the past, like, hey, I'll do a drawing for a water bottle if you send me your goals by such and such a date, and we'll go over those. So I just wanted to encourage everyone, don't forget your goals. Okay, Super Saturday, I did want to put a little bug in everyone's ear that the registration for that is out. So feel free to go ahead and register for that. They're locally, I think St. Louis is the closest one here. I may be in
I don't think so. Look at the bottle.
Loud again. Don't forget to mute yourselves, guys, when you're when you pop on. Anyways, so registering for Super Saturday, that is a day of training, and in the morning there'll be an opportunity event, and then in the afternoon it'll be a afternoon of training. So definitely do not miss. Encourage your teams to get registered, even if you have to travel. I think we traveled 6 or 8 hours last year because the closest one to us was Des Moines, Iowa. So
we had a blast. We had a lot of people from the team make the trip out there. It was a lot of fun. Prioritizing those events and just being live and in the atmosphere of energy at these things are important. So that's the 12th, I think. Is it the 12th of January? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't know. Just check your emails and go register. Jessica Heffley is doing the live stream from Scottsdale, Arizona with Emily Gibson. So if you are, at home with a new baby, or maybe the Super Saturday location is really far away from you and you just can't make the trek, live stream it. Even if that means you have you host a team event at your home or at somewhere where you can get a big projector and live stream. That's what the main team did last year, and it was super effective and fun. So just wanted to put that in everyone's ear. March, mark your calendars, because we do have the info about our one team retreat. So that's going to be March 7th through 9th at the corporate office in Scottsdale, Arizona. So I'm super excited about that. And we're still kind of getting details out for that, but basically you get yourself there and then we take care of you. We'll do, some team dinners. Right. We're going to figure out something maybe with an Airbnb. We had to see how many people earn it, and then we'll kind of make adjustments from there. So that's kind of the scoop. There's 2 ways to earn it. So you have to be senior gold or above and hit that at least one time in the 3-month period that the contest is going to run for. And so it's something that you earn. So you want to make sure you hit those senior gold points or above. Or there's a second way to earn it, and that's a recruitment way. So you can add 10 level 1s between November 1st and January 31st and help one person go silver. And the person that you help go silver needs to be a level 1, and it needs to be someone that adds 3 people within that 3-month period. So it's not like you can get someone that already has 2 ambassadors, help them get 1. No, the person needs to have 3 fresh ambassadors. Does that make sense? So anyways, that's kind of the scoop. We'll kind of have some more info unfolding. There's going to be a post that is pre-scheduled to go out on the team page after the call is over, so you can kind of see that detail. But definitely make sure that your teams know about it. It's November 1st through January 31st. That's the month of the contest, but the actual event will be March 7th through 9th. Corporate office, so basically Thursday we'll fly in, have a dinner, and then all day Friday we'll be at corporate, team dinner, and then Saturday will be a brunch or something, and then we'll fly out and leave. That's the scoop, what we've planned so far, so we're excited about that. A couple things. So there's a lot of things going on, guys, and my encouragement to you is to pick the things that apply to you and that will apply to your team. So I keep getting emails about the Super Silver, so I didn't realize that was still going on. So if you have people in your organization, go sort your back office by points. Just click the points column twice, and it'll sort the points by highest to lowest in your organization, and you can see who's maybe at 30 points or 40 points. Help them get to 50 points, meaning the actually ambassadors they add this month qualify them for points. They're kind of like mock points. So they'll, so for example, say they end November with 35 points or 40 points, and they have added 2 ambassadors. Those 2 ambassadors qualify them for mock points for earning that Super Silver. So they get $75 this month for going Super Silver. And then if they retain those people in December, they also get another $75. So it's a $150 bonus. So my encouragement as leaders, go through your team and see who's close. You might even have some rock star person that's really good at adding people, and tell them hey, you already have, 5 people on your team, add 5 more people, right? 10 people. Yeah. And you'll get it, right? Or you have a new person that maybe went silver last month, but they're good at adding people, or they're helping people, share.
it's not, I mean, maybe for you, it's like, oh man, you know, getting 3 people is a huge deal. But for some people, you sign up, they're just like, boom, okay, I'll tell the world. And they'll go gather in, you know, 5, 10, 15 people. Okay, so just wanted to say, encourage your people to do that. But you'll need to go through your back office and private message those people to tell them, like, hey, did you know that you could earn this? The other thing is those $199 welcome packs are worth pay points now. So you don't have to have 100 PV over the double welcome pack in order to qualify for points. This is huge, and it's through your levels 1 through 7, and you also get business building bonuses 4 levels up, right? Or down. 4 levels up, I think that's how it works. Yeah. Okay, so 1 and 2. All right, let's talk about November really quick. I think I had another, okay, here we go. I was making a list of things because I didn't want to forget anything. All right, so November, my encouragement is we planted a lot of seeds in October during that Maui challenge, but also get your list of 64 back out in your downloaded Facebook friends list and start working through that. I know we were going to do a massive IPA thing the last week of that, but we kind of revamped it because of all the new products that came out. We felt like our teams needed to know about it before we start reaching out to other people. So my encouragement is for the month of November, really work in that list. Work in your lists, your Facebook list, and think of who it would be a good fit for. Okay, because November is about helping people get started on the new stuff. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but I revamped our team calendar. So it was like, it's too much. Okay, so we're doing the Cravings Crusher event next Thursday, and I feel like that ties in really well with the 14-day challenge and this whole lean shake, you know, incentive and challenge thing. We're going to push that 3-day blitz for the business thing. We're going to push that to December. I just felt like it was too much trying to figure out which group people go in. Okay, so for this month, I just feel like we should concentrate on getting our current people, current ambassadors, current customers, getting the message and say, hey, did you try the new lean? You know, there's this 14-day challenge thing coming up. I think it would be a great, you know, way to, you know, kick off the holidays and kind of be ahead of the curve with our health goals. You know, what do you say? You want to try it? So my encouragement is to help get your current people on that, because they're easier, right, than someone that's like technically a little skeptical, right? And then help new people. So share about the stuff on Facebook, be messaging people to invite them to check it out. So also, if you have people on your list that you know want weight loss, or maybe they wanted weight loss in the past and they didn't really see it happening as fast as they wanted, go back to them and say, hey, I think you should try this. This is something that Plexus just came out with, and they're, you know, people are having good results on it. So the Cravings Crusher is to kind of supplement that 14-day challenge. And I was trying to get it closer to the beginning of November, but logistically with what we have going on with some election type stuff is not going to work until next Thursday. So my thought was, let's just funnel them into that group. It's basically an informational event. It's talking about our cravings and gut health and all the good things, right? And then hopefully at the end of that, we'll be able to present, hey, Plexus has, you know, these fun things going on, and we'll be able to hopefully do a blitz and do some, you know, or enrollment specials and get them funneled into, well, 1, getting their 14-day challenge thing ordered, and 2, helping them get funneled into that Fit Squad thing so they can earn those prizes. So, okay, anyways, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but so today and tomorrow I posted the Craving Crusher IPA thing. It just is basically encouraging people to post on Facebook and invite people to that event next Thursday. Okay, so we have 2 days of those IPA things this week, and then next week we'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of that. And if you're finishing up the Maui challenge, don't feel like you have to do today and tomorrow of the cravings thing. Like, finish that Maui challenge, get it done. I'm thinking now that maybe I should have just done a 3-day IPA thing, but I know there's a lot of people that aren't in that Maui challenge that want some IPA assignments. So I felt like, well, it is what it is. Pick what applies to you. Okay, guys. So, so that Cravings Crusher thing is just a 30-minute online event. It'll be pre-scheduled. I'm going to go live at the beginning. Carrie will go live at the end, and then we'll have a little blitz like we've done in the past. So my encouragement here is let's work smarter, not harder. So let us host it, and then you guys just add people to it. So if you're silver, gold, senior gold, ruby, my encouragement is let us host so you guys can be freed up to just invite your people and get your teams on board for inviting. Let's see. There was something else I wanted to say. Okay. There is a monthly local hangout. Justin and I have started doing that at some local coffee shops, but this month is going to be in Decatur, Illinois, next week on the 7th. So if you're local, you're close, feel free to, I'll get that info put out there for you. Okay, now I just wanted to kind of give a perspective. So, well, before I give perspective, hang on. November, there is usually a Black Friday and a Cyber Monday special of some sort. So just be looking out for those things and like get your team on board and be aware during the holidays that you're connecting with people, you're chatting with people, and that all ties into what we have to share with people. Okay, so December, I feel like this is my thought, at least at this point for December, is we'll do that business blitz sometime in December, probably mid-December. And then I want to do like what we had done a couple of years ago where we did the Silver Bells incentive. You guys remember that? Some of you probably remember. So I basically just threw out an incentive. I'm like, oh, Jessica did this. And that's how she earned Silver Stars trip. So let me try and see what happens. So I threw it out there and a lot of people went silver. And I won Silver Stars trip that month. And it was the very last month I could have earned it because you can't earn it once you're senior ruby or above. So if you're ruby or under, you can earn Silver Stars. And guys, there's golds and senior golds earning it. And I'm kind of like, why don't people from one team earn it, right? So it's basically getting as many people to silver in your organization as you can. And it's a luck of the draw because we've had people add a lot of silvers and they haven't earned it. And then I think I earned it with maybe 6 or 7 silvers. It wasn't like 15.
We didn't even know what Silver Stars was when she won. Rob Heffley said, "Hey man, you won silver. Megan won Silver Stars." And I said, "That's great. What in the world is Silver Stars?" We had no idea what the contest was even about. We were just sharing with a lot of people. So it was kind of funny how it worked out.
So they reward you with the Silver Stars trip. They pick like 3 winners each month, and then you get to fly out to corporate. Tammy Conacher won it this spring, and it was it's just a phenomenal trip. So I'm encouraging y'all to put it on your list to do. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of make that the focus for December is silver, getting people to Silver Stars, Silver Bells, kind of that theme. And then we'll have that business blitz. I feel like the business blitz would be helpful for our team. I have a lot of people, newer people that are interested in the business. It'll just educate. Just like we do a 3-day blitz for products, this is a 3-day blitz about the business. And it's for current people and potentials. So that's what that will be. Did you have anything to add?
I was going to add one thing in light of, and I was just thinking about this the other day, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to figure this out, but it has. So I'm just going to share it with you. So our 60-day money-back guarantee, it's a rolling 60-day money-back guarantee on all products. So it's not just on your first products that you order. So if, let's say you've been on Triplex for 2 years and you added a new product to try out, the 60-day money-back guarantee applies to that new product. We can use the 60-day money-back guarantee on every product one time. So I was thinking about this, when we have people on our team or you're trying to clean up some points at the end of the month and, and someone has 50 to 99 PV, in your virtual office, instead of reaching out to them and just asking, hey, you want to try a new product? Maybe we should use the 60-day money-back guarantee as we reach out to them and use some of that wording, and when we're offering them a new product, because it does apply to that new product they try. And I've never used that wording before. I don't know why I haven't, but when reaching out to these guys and gals, we should just be saying, hey, just let them know about the 60-day money-back guarantee, and they should try a new product. It would help them meet their goals, and it also help you to get them commission qualified. So I don't know why I've never even thought about mentioning the 60-day money-back guarantee to these for these new products, because we're offering new products to people. Hey, you want to try a new product? No. Okay, thanks. And then I'll talk to you next month. And instead, why aren't we? We need to be sharing the 60-day money-back guarantee with them, because it's really a pretty incredible guarantee, really. I think. But anyway, just a thought.
All right, I was trying to check the chat thread really quick. Doesn't it apply to the past 60 days of any product?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Does it apply to the past 60 days?
I think you have to be within the 60-day window still, but each product has a 60-day money guarantee.
Right, but you can use it. It's not just a one-time 60-day money-back guarantee. You can use it for each product. You could order one of every single product and get a 60-day money-back on every single product you try if you want. You can just only use it on one time per product, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the question that I think what she's saying is, if you use it for like 6 months, then you can still get your last 60 days money back. Yes, you can use Triplex for 6 months and still get that. I think that's maybe what she was asking.
Yep. Correct.
So it's a rolling 60 days. Yeah. Right. But they'll want to just make sure that they don't let too much time pass of not using the product, so that they're still within that 60-day window, even though it is a rolling 60 days. Yeah. If you had silvers go silver in October or even November, make sure that you recognize them on their public walls and on their Facebook and on the one team page too. I know some of you have your own team pages, but it is encouraging to the team to see silver rank up. So feel free to shout those people out. That's so awesome. So, okay. Maybe it would be helpful for me to share some of the things that I have on my goal list. Would that be helpful? I just wrote down a few things that I felt like were top. So, the top 5 moves that I talked about at Leaders Retreat, I feel like let's narrow it down. I feel like sometimes it gets so noisy in Plexus because there's like, oh, this incentive and this idea and oh my word, so I feel like making your list of, okay, when I sit down to do my Plexus work, this is what I need to get done, right? What is the actual income producing stuff? Yes, maybe we run an incentive and we write little notes to people, encourage them. That's really not IPA. That's a secondary thing, but like, what is the most basic stuff that I need to do that I need to make sure I get done today before I go to sleep to be effective and productive? But anyways, what did we accomplish last month? Did we add 7 or 8 new ambassadors? We're like teaming up on stuff right now because working on getting him the Sapphire, right? So Leaders Retreat was another accomplishment from last month, and I have my points of where it ended. So I think it's good to track those things, track how many new customers, ambassadors you signed. My goal this month is to, for us as a team, to earn the 500 or 1,000. We probably should go for $1,000 bonus, and that way to earn incentive. And then I have another huge goal of mine is to help level 1s go silver, and I wrote them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 people that are close or have expressed some level of interest. 3 of them are silver already, but I want to help them go silver again. So I think writing the people's names down and making sure that you're in, consistent contact with those people. And then my action steps to hit my goals. One of the things I'm going to do is make a list of the people that have followed my Instagram stuff for the last week or 2 weeks, actually, since Leaders Retreat. I'm going to comb through all that. Same with Facebook. I'm going to make a big long list of people that are not on my team, and they're obviously following my story of what I'm sharing on a daily basis, right? So I'm going to make a list of that, and I'm going to use that to work off of for sharing about the Slay the Season incentive and just reaching out to check and see what their thoughts are about Plexus. Some people I may actually present the business to if I know them personally and feel like they would be good at it. So don't forget to reach out about the business. I'm going to personally message people about going silver and tell them I'll help them do that this month, meaning I will support them and help them make their list and reach out to those people. My plan is to be reaching out and do a couple blitzes each week. 3 days a week would be good for me to do like a blitz session, an hour, probably hour or two, and just focus on reach outs for those time periods. I do better in time blocks. I'm kind of a divide and conquer type person. So that's just what works good for me. And I have a huge list of follow-ups. I know I could sign a lot of people just by working off my follow-up list. So that, for me personally, that's what I need to do. I want to connect with my business builders and then making sure I'm connecting with my customers and ambassadors. And to me, that also means like even just going and commenting on their Facebook walls to let them know like, hey, we still have a relationship. So that's something for me. And then I just wrote down, I need to make sure I'm doing happy birthdays every day and either the 10, 10, 10. These are just IPA ideas. Do you guys know what the 10, 10, 10 is? 10 reach outs or 10 minutes of reach outs, 10 minutes of follow-ups, 10 minutes of connecting with people. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I might just set the timer and be like, hey, I'm going to reach out or follow up for an hour. Just see how many I can get through, right? Some days I just message the green dots. If you don't have your IPA list with you, and maybe you're out and about and you are waiting on a kid to pick them up from a sporting activity or something, like, oh, I'll message my green dots. I'll just use one of my favorite reach out messages and just message those people. Guys, that's super effective. Those nooks and crannies, like, hey, I could get in 5 reach outs right now. Boom, do it. And then connecting, just making sure I'm connecting with people on social media and off of social media. Those are just some of my action steps. So anyways, I always want to know what other people are doing. So that's my plan.
So one of my things for November is, one of the cool things about this business is with residual income is there's a guy named Tim Ferriss, if you're familiar with him. He's somewhat of a popular guy. He wrote a book called The 4-Hour Workweek, which sounds great. And the neat thing about this network marketing or Plexus business is you can have seasons of life like that. It is possible, but it's not possible to do, at least I don't think it's possible to do every single day, all the time. I think that there's seasons where you can do that. And I think there's also seasons where you need to kind of apply Grant Cardone's method of the 10X rule, which means whatever you're doing, multiply it by 10 and check your results every 30 minutes and see how you're doing. And so for where I'm at currently, I know what my own personal goals are with Plexus, and to get to where I want to go, this is not going to be a 4-hour work week season for me. It's going to be one of the 10X seasons where it's going to be massive action. And the same thing that we did at the beginning of our Plexus journey is what is going to start happening again right now. It's time to get to work and just, IPAs are great, but an IPA is kind of like a multivitamin. It's just something you take every day. But if you're really wanting to get moving and get something going, you're going to have to take more than the multivitamin. You're going to have to take an accelerator or a boost or 2 boosts or 2 slims, whatever. If you're wanting more than just the multivitamin that you can't really feel, then you're going to have to do more. And that's kind of where I'm at personally is right now, the season that I'm entering to get to hit my goals that I will hit. I can't settle for an IPA. I'm going to have to start reaching more towards my potential. And I think there's a difference between IPA and potential. Sometimes we can settle for an IPA. But there's seasons in this business where you can. That's the beautiful thing. And I've been settling at an IPA, but now it's time to hit the gas. We're going to, these next few months, November, December are usually slower months. And that's time. So a lot of times people think that these are slower months, so I'm going to back off. I'm going to retreat a little bit. Not me. I'm pressing in. And I'm going to 10X. I have a lot of people in my funnel I haven't hit yet. I've been working on my cold market for the last several months. and I've been warming them up. Hey, you look nice today. You look, whatever. And I'm fattening them up for Thanksgiving dinner. I'm somewhat kidding. But I've been working on it, and it's just time to skip past the IPA and go towards potential. And I think there's a big difference in IPA and potential. That's just something I'm learning personally. So that's where I'm at.
And waiting till January 1 to like plug in and do the things, you're going to be behind.
Yeah. Plant the seeds now.
Yeah. December is busy for people, but when you plant a lot of seeds, you're going to have a huge harvest in January, February, March. So, and get ready, because the stuff that we're learning in our leadership studies, the stuff that you're doing with your teams now, like you're prepping for when you rank up to the next rank, because you're filling big shoes. Like when you rank up, that means your leadership level has raised. And and ranking up, this is the other thing. Ranking up takes a lot of intention. You don't, well, at least from my experience, you don't like organically find yourself there. Like it takes a lot of concerted effort, just like earning a prize at the convention contest or earning leaders retreat. It takes everyday commitment, buckling down, doing the things. And I would say my first 11 months of Plexus, I didn't have time for personal growth. Like I learned it by doing this business. I talked about that again at Leadership Retreat. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but you learn people skills, you learn better ways to reach out and follow up by practicing every day, by doing it. And they're like, oops, I guess that wasn't the right thing to say. Oops, sorry, I'll try again, but I'll try next time, to do it better. So it's really, I feel like it takes everything you've got to rank up, because it takes finding people and finding enough people, because the majority or a lot of people aren't going to be wholesalers, and that's what they want to be. And so it takes more people to find your business builders. And so that's been something for me, is like, I want to build more legs. I want to help more people start businesses. And that's really crucial for ranking up. So reach out and do those IPAs.
She was talking about she learned what to say and what not to say, and we're still learning that. You still walk away from some conversations and think, why did I say that? Or, so I want to say this, I'm going to joke around a little bit because it's kind of funny, and I find myself very humorous most of the time. So there's a weight loss challenge, okay? And people are going to be blasting lots of messages out to get people signed up for this weight loss challenge. Read over, or have someone else read over your message before you send it, because it's like you just want to be careful. That's all I'm saying, because hey girl, weight loss challenge, this would be perfect for you. That's you might be able to get by with that with a real close friend, but if this is like a cold message,
not happening.
You might just look over that before you hit send. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. So in light of wording, my favorite message is the 1,000% not interested one from Brooke Hemingway. So Abby was asking about that. So I can tag on the team page, but it isn't that pinned post. That's my favorite kind of like cold, if I don't know the person. But if it's someone I know, like if they're following my stuff, like I reach out just like I would talk to them in normal conversation. Like, hey, like you keep coming to mind. I know you're following my stuff and you're liking my posts, and I so appreciate that. I was just curious, like, have you looked into Plexus at all? You strike me as someone that would do great at this business, or I know we've chatted, we've had similar health issues. Have you looked at Plexus? Like, it's been a huge health blessing. I think that you'd really, really love the products. So I think just kind of organically reaching out. In light of this weight loss challenge, someone posted in the gold thread today about someone highly offended about, oh my word, she thinks I need weight loss. So the wording examples that I put in the reach out examples for our teams, reaching out to customers and ambassadors and also to potentials, I think it's good to kind of frame it as a fall reset, a fall detox even, or if you wanted to just frame it as like, hey, let's get healthy before the holidays hit. Do you want to do this with me? I think that's kind of a good way to kind of ease into that conversation without like coming out and say, hey girl, you look a little chubby. Like we don't want to say that. We don't want to offend people. So I did want to kind of go
Good.
through those incentives really quick because I feel like I've been trying to get my brain wrapped around them. So there's two of them. So there's the 14-day Slay the Season challenge. So that's a 14-day thing where people are drinking two shakes a day. And there's specific combos that they have to order. Okay, so either they're ordering as a new ambassador and ordering the Welcome Pack Whey Lean combo, or there's combos for customers and ambassadors. Just click on combos and they'll see those. Use the wording caution, yes. And then those people need to be funneled into that Fit Squad group on Facebook so they can earn those prizes. They're giving like big prizes away. There was 3 winners for the 10 grand. There's $1,000 winners. There's shaker bottles. They're giving a bunch of prizes away every day. So super cool for that. And then the way to earn incentive, that's the 3, 6, 10 thing. So where you sign up 3 ambassadors with the $199 packs, you get $200,
Yeah.
and then 6 would be $500, and then 10 you get $1,000. So, and there's different qualifying welcome packs. Did you see that? So you don't have to just sign up people for the Slay the Season thing. There's the Beauty from Within one. So, and be creative with this because people could split those. Like maybe a mom and a daughter want to do it. The variety welcome pack could be husband, wife doing together with different products. Love the new welcome pack that came out today. There's the Triplex HC or microbiome Triplex with Joyome and Lean. So excited about that. So I think we need to remember that. Okay, a couple things. This bonus is like the Fast Start Gold bonus, only it's half. You only need 10 people and you actually have 6 weeks to do it instead of 30 days. And so anyways, I thought that was kind of cool. And you're also paid before Christmas. I think there's 2 payouts and both of them happen before Christmas. So that's super generous. So the incentive itself is really, really awesome. And I would just make your goal, whatever your goal is, whether you're going to sign 3 people or you're going to, go set out to sign 6 or 10, get your goal and then help your team make a goal as well. Help your teammates. And I know that Jewel coaching, the Jewel coaches were actually calling the Jewels, asking them, hey, so are you going to go for it? What are you going to go for? And they were getting buy-in or commitment from the Plexus Jewels to say, hey, yeah, I'll go for the 10 or I'll go for the 6 or whatever. So my encouragement is to do the same thing for your people and find out what their goals are for adding people and winning this incentive.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to say real quick, I was on the phone with the corporate office earlier today, and so right now, at least in Illinois, it's kind of changed a little bit, but in Illinois, Logan Jones has been our coach here, and he is going to be no longer our coach. We're getting Jake back in Illinois. So just giving you a heads up on that. So Jake is awesome, and we had a good time with him on Leaders Retreat. He was one of the 5-year employees who got to come on a free cruise, he and his girlfriend. So we're looking forward to welcoming Jake back to being our team coach.
Yes. Okay. So has anyone felt like the $199 packs might be hard to sell? Has anyone thought that? Or felt like, how am I going to do this? Okay, so we just wanted to share a couple of thoughts about the thoughts behind that. So my thought is doing the kind of the bulk order welcome pack is a better deal. So I think framing it that way is huge. I think also mindset affects it. Do you want to share a little bit? I think mindset about the $199 packs instead of the $99.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes we have to just adjust our mindset in light of sharing something and not undervaluing what it is.
Well, I think there's 2 things that come to mind, and I'm just going off my own experience. I don't know. I obviously don't know what you're sharing with people when you're talking to them, but one thing I know, especially early on, is I used to apologize for the price, and I don't apologize for the price anymore. I just say, here's the price. And here's why, because I value these products enough to just tell them the price. And I think when we're talking to people, when we apologize for a price or offer an incentive right off the bat, what we're doing really is saying, I don't believe in these products enough to pay full price, and you shouldn't either. So, I mean, I think our wording is really important. And I personally value these products. I take them every day. I love these products. And so when I'm talking to people, I try not to undervalue the products by apologizing about the price and lowering the price. I think that we can get out of fear usually of what they think. I think that we can, how do I word this? I think that we can, I'm having a
project.
No, I don't use that word usually.
Oh.
Project.
Well, I mean, like if we're feeling like, oh, it's too expensive, and we feel that, they're going to feel that also.
Right. I think that we can undervalue our products by the things that we say, and also offering an incentive. I'm not against offering incentives, obviously, but I think that we should be careful with incentives, because a lot of times I feel like, we try to say we're not selling, we're sharing, which is true. I don't really feel like a salesman, but we are selling. We have to come to grips. You are selling a product, to some level. But the thing we need to be careful of is we need to be careful that we are not selling an incentive more than we're selling the product. And I think that that's something we have to be careful of.
What do you mean?
Because a lot of times when we say we're not selling, but then the thing that we end up talking about most is the incentive or the money back that you're going to give them. So now you're selling it. Now you're selling an incentive.
Yeah.
So we are selling. Everybody sells. I don't care who you are, what industry we're in. Everybody is a salesperson. And the quicker we realize that, the more successful we'll probably be. But we need to just be careful that we are pushing the product more than we're pushing a sale. Because people will buy stuff for on sale. They don't even need it. People will buy stuff on sale. That's why the stores put stuff on sale. They know people will buy it, whether they need it or not. I mean, you will buy, weird stuff sometimes. Well, it's on sale. I don't need it, but I got it on sale. So, I think just the way that we speak to people, we just need to make sure, and I say this is something I'm learning. We just need to make sure that we are valuing our products, not undervaluing them. And I think we need to be careful not to try to sell a sale more than we're trying to sell these great products. So just some thoughts.
Yeah, I think the other thing too that I'm going to work on is making sure that I have a lot of dialogue with the person, which probably means a phone call. Because now that we have more options, I feel like it takes more effort. It's not just boom, okay, you need the triplex. Well, because we're working on, the 14-day challenge, but there's also like the Beauty from Within thing, and there's this one that has the triplex with the Joyome and the lean. So like there's other options. So I feel like it'll take more dialogue for me to find out what's the best fit for them, and if they would be game for getting the better value deal, which is the $199 thing. Like Brooke, yeah, let's find that video. So I haven't seen that one. Is it maybe a live on her Facebook wall?
But see what
go listen to that.
What she's focusing on there is she's focusing on the value of the products, not the price. Mm-hmm. And I think we have to get that. She's putting a higher value on those products than $199, and that's how she's approaching people and how she's talking to people. And I think it's important. Mm-hmm. And obviously it works. She'll be the next double diamond in the company. So it's working.
Yeah. And I have personally highly valued supplements, and Plexus is way less expensive than what I was doing personally when I transitioned over from my naturopath to Plexus. So that mindset, I think, really affected my ability to sell well, although I have just felt like I'm sharing something that's blessed me, right? But because I haven't projected that onto people, I'm like, oh, it's a great deal. I was spending $100 just on the probiotic, not including multivitamin, omega, other gut stuff my girl had me on. And hey guys, I get to, give Plexus to my whole family for way less than what it was just costing me to be on supplements through my naturopath. So anyways, I did want to say really quick before we close, I want to encourage people to do the strong start, meaning make sure that you're asking a lot of questions and that you're talking to people on the phone. If you're not able to sign up over the phone and then set up a phone date later in the week or something, or is like probably within the first 24 hours actually is better, to kind of go over their products, to kind of go over their pain points, ask some questions, talk about going silver and getting their products covered. The more I'm talking with people and getting used to chatting with people about that, they're open to the idea. So I think a lot of times it's probably me not saying anything. That is the main reason why people don't go silver, is because I don't put it out there as an option and offer the support that they need to do it. So my goal is not to have one-hit wonders with this 14-day challenge thing. My goal is to transition them over to Triplex once they finish that out. So December, they'll be needing to order Triplex. And I'm going to stress the 90-day commitment. I know someone had asked a question earlier, I think it was yesterday. Hey, how do you sign up someone if they only want to do it for a month? But my answer to that is I don't let them do it for just a month. I just put it out there that, hey, if you're going to do Plexus with me, you need to be committing for 60 days at minimum for a preferred customer, 90 days if they're going to be an ambassador. So I just tell them that, and you know what they say? They're like, oh, okay. They do it because that's my recommendation. Like if you're going to invest the money and the time to do this, you'll want to make sure that you stick with it for a good 90 days. So letting them know that expectation up front, I think, is really important. And it also calms their, questions by knowing, okay, I'm going to do this. It sets that expectation. And they're going to see more results by doing it for 90 days than just 30 days. So my goal is retention with these people that I'm signing up this month. And then subscriptions are going to be set up automatically. I don't know if that's happened yet. Has anyone signed up someone today to know that? But they showed us that at Leaders Retreat, how it's going to be an automatic, whatever they selected for their welcome pack, it'll automatically be set up. They don't have to manually set that up in their sign up process. So right. Yay for that. Oh yeah, Abigail, if you want to put the link in one of the threads, that's fine. Then we can pull it and share it with the other threads. That'd be fabulous for Brooke's video. Okay, I guess they're not releasing that. I wondered about that until we kind of practice the new sign-up process. But anyways, it's coming that the subscriptions are going to be set automatically. So that will be fabulous. It will help with retention and rank ups and all the things. So make sure when you're signing up people, until we have that option, make sure that you're walking them through the subscription setup process, because they need to do that for sure. Do you have anything else?
One thing I just want to throw out there, this is something I'm going to start looking at from a future business growth perspective, is that there's a lot of Spanish materials in the back office. And there's some things going on at the corporate office in light of Spanish materials and even videos coming out. So don't be afraid to use those. I don't know when a new country will be opening up, but I'm pretty positive I know which country it will be.
Super Saturday.
So that's all I'm saying. Anyway, that's all I'm saying, is that from a business perspective, anybody know Wayne Gretzky, like the greatest hockey player in history? One of the guys asked him, said, what makes you so good? How do you always seem to be where the puck is? And then Wayne Gretzky's answer was, I don't skate to where the puck is. I skate to where the puck is going to be. So looking forward, those Spanish materials are in the back office for a reason. So we should be trying to use those. That's all I'm going to say.
And learn to speak Spanish. No,
we are, as a family. We actually are going to get. We're getting Rosetta Stone, Benjamin 7. He's started talking in Spanish. I don't know if he's blessed with tongues or what, but something. He just started teaching himself a foreign language. So we're going to start learning as a family and go with it. So anyway, don't be afraid to use those materials. They're there for a reason.
one other quick thing I was going to share. I meant to share this at the beginning, but so November, the goal is to get as many people on the new lean as possible and helping them experience the benefits from that. But I think our creativity on social media is really important, but we don't have to morph into being like a shakes girl or guy. I mean, Plexus is still, I mean, we're a gut health company, we're a wellness company, and so this is just one facet. And I think Plexus is realizing that there is definitely a demographic and a target sector of people that use protein shakes, like the fitness world, that kind of thing. And so they're wanting to capitalize on that and create the best in the industry in light of, you know, protein shakes and things like that. So I just feel like they were targeting that demographic to fill a need on the market. And also the idea of like fast food, I think you can kind of go a lot of different directions with creativity on social media, but asking people like, what do you do for fast food? Or when you're on the go, what are you doing? You know, how much better to have a quick shake you can shake up that's, you know, full of vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, all the good things, not running through the drive-through or Chick-fil-A or eating your kids, you know, leftover grilled cheese sandwiches or macaroni and cheese, right? So, or skipping a meal, that's not healthy either. So I think it's those just a focus, not that we're focusing away from Triplex or anything like that, but just kind of a focus on, hey, let's see how many people we can get started on the new products and see what kind of results they get. So I know I like the ease and the quickness of having the shake for sure. Does anyone have any quick questions? If you guys have any quick questions about the incentives
or comments,
or yeah, if you have any ideas that you're mulling around and
anything you think would be super helpful for everybody on the call.
I felt like we covered a lot of stuff, but I felt like if I'm trying to get it squared away in my brain, it would be probably helpful to talk about all the incentives and kind of the focus for November and what we're doing. No questions?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, guys, for popping on. I'll get the recording up so anyone that couldn't be on tonight can hear it. So you guys have a great night. Hi ho for a great November. Bye, guys.
See you guys.